Hello, all of you wonderful beings out there, and welcome to the stream. Happy TF Tuesday. I am Razim, and this is Fallout 4. And, like I said, it is TF Tuesday, so transform me to your heart's content. There is one new stage to find today. Also, happy Marten Day, everybody. As you all know, I am very, very passionate about Martens.
Joke.
Like this cute little sable. Who is playing keep away with their treasure. Hello there, Gamma. Thank you. So, as for Fallout 4, the factions suck. If you're tuning in for the here and have any intention of playing this, first off, why are you here? Because, you know, this is spoilers anyways. But I'm going to go on a small rant here. Congrats on that 500 stream streak, Merle. Thank you so much for the support. You've got the Brotherhood of Steel, who are dead set on this whole kill all synths thing. Then you've got the Institute that is dead set on synths aren't people. Meanwhile, I've got Nick over here who is, you know, awesome and a synth and definitely a person. And from what I can tell, there is no way to change their opinions on either of these points. And then there's the Railroad, who were just assholes to me, and might be okay, but I have no idea aside from them being assholes. Jits, sables are Martens. Sables are simply one of the specific varieties of a Marten. The other varieties are the Pine Marten, the Beach Marten, Yellow-Throated Marten, and Nilgiri Marten. Oh, and Japanese Marten. Sables are unique in that they are the only ones that don't have Marten in their common name. The rest of them do. I don't know the Epic, like, I don't know exactly what the, I don't know exactly what the Railroad does with synths. It seems that they try to help them, but also they wound up letting a synth go and lead a Raider faction, so I don't know. But either way, I am just I am annoyed by the factions in this. I really wish I could go and change their minds about things and all of that, but it does not seem that I can. But anyways, let's go ahead and get into this. I've been given a job by the Brotherhood of Steel, which they've got cool gadgets and stuff, but also they're kind of pricks. Like I was just saying. Like, I'm fairly certain they would have a complete and total meltdown if I brought Nick onto their airship.
Congratulations on the promotion night.
I have no idea about any other Fallout games.
Split the difference. There. Now half that.
Do you want to do it? No. I think you've almost got it.
I do not know anything of the other Fallout games. I only know that... I only know Fallout 4. I have heard that, I have heard that, New Vegas is a lot better with this. But in this one, they suck. Okay, what was I supposed to do here exactly? Not that. Oh yeah, I need to report to Paladin Dance. Got it. I guess in there?
Don't let Ingram catch you standing around. You'll be on the floor.
Honestly, Irvas, I would not bother checking the Zangoose route. The chance of, where he actually doing anything more with that is kinda slim. Oh, I always prefer shotgun.
Status report.
Green across the board, sir. Nothing new.
Good. Carry on, Knight.
I thought this was pointing me through that door at first. I was like, why do they have so many loading screens? This game likes to break with loading screens.
There's always another fight ahead of us. So how did it look out there?
We've got a lot of work ahead of us, brother.
Excuse me, Paladin Dance?
There you are. How did it go with Elder Maxton?
Maxon seems so young compared to everyone else. You're okay with that?
Don't let his age fool you. Maxon's a brilliant tactician, a formidable warrior, and possesses an idealistic vision for the future of the Brotherhood. I'd follow him anywhere, without question.
Why are you so confident in his abilities?
A decade ago, the Brotherhood had almost gone completely astray. The Elder before Maxon sent us down a path that was leading nowhere. He was more concerned about charity than the preservation of technology. But when Maxon took over, he single-handedly reprioritized the Brotherhood from the ground up and put us back on the path to glory. This ship and its crew are a testament to his leadership.
That is weird, Irvas? Oh, right, I forgot to set something up. Hold on. 1 second, sorry. This option. Okay, load that. There we go. Okay, go ahead and try it again, Irvas.
He's a very dedicated man. It sounds like he stands behind everything he's saying.
Of course he does. How could he afford not to? I just hope you appreciate how much of a chance I'm taking bringing you into the fold this quickly. Not to put too fine a point on it, but if you screw up, we go down together.
So what's all this about you being my sponsor?
Elder Maxon is understandably particular when it comes to new recruits. He believes in order to keep the Brotherhood strong, we have to bond as brothers. As your sponsor, it's my duty to travel with you throughout the Commonwealth to ensure that our ideals are being observed. That's why I'm so concerned about your performance in the field.
Don't worry. I'll be careful.
Good. Because we've got a lot of work ahead of us, and I don't want anything slowing us down. Now, I know you're eager to hop into a suit of power armor and take the fight to the Institute. But first things first. In order to be an effective part of the team, you need to learn your way around this ship and get to know its crew. Since I've been officially assigned to you as your sponsor, I'd recommend taking me along with you.
Sounds good. Let's go.
Outstanding.
Okay, I guess you go there.
Outstanding. You could feel the sarcasm.
I don't know about sarcasm.
I don't know. I feel like he's a very subtly sarcastic individual.
Maybe.
I mean, who says outstanding to a simple, all right, let's get going?
Mess hall isn't bad. Well, as long as you don't smell it before you eat it.
Don't let Maxon's age fool you. He's a brilliant tactician and an experienced soldier.
Okay, gotta go meet a bunch of people. Ah, here's one of them.
You're finally here. Just set the books down anywhere. I'll get to them as soon as I can.
What are you doing with all these books?
I suppose I could stop working for a moment to address your question.
Whatever suits you.
Expanding the technological knowledge of the Brotherhood is what suits me. Since it's obvious that you aren't who I was expecting, would you mind telling me why you're here?
Just learning my way around the Pridwen.
Learning your way around? Ah, I see. You're the new recruit that Paladin Dance described in his report. Under normal circumstances, I'd provide you with a proper orientation of my department. However, I'm woefully behind setting up research patrols and getting bombarded with requests for technical documentation. Unfortunately, I'm lacking the personnel needed to get the job done.
What exactly is a research patrol?
Simply put, we send a small two-man team to scout a location and evaluate its technical and historical relevance. Saves us from sending an entire retrieval team to a worthless location.
Maybe I can lend you a hand.
That would be splendid. As you patrol the Commonwealth, keep your eyes open for blueprints, memos, manuals, books, charts. Anything containing useful technical data. I'm authorized to pay you for each bundle of documents that you recover. And if you wish to be assigned to a research patrol, I have plenty of them waiting to be filled. In any event, it was a pleasure to meet you, Knight.
Unfortunately, yeah, Epic. For some reason, those are just not available in crowd control. Alternatively, 50 cal, if that's available, would be good.
That deer's a predator.
The deer's a predator.
His eyes were looking forward. Predators have eyes that look forward.
Possibly.
Glad you finally stopped by, soldier. Are you ready for your medical exam?
What kind of medical exam? I feel fine.
There's nothing to be alarmed about. I just have a few simple questions about your medical history. It's my responsibility to make sure that you don't bring anything up here that could pose a threat to the crew. I'm going to ask you a series of medical-related questions, and I'd like you to answer me to the best of your ability. First question. As a child, Were you ever exposed to radiation for an extended period of time?
Wouldn't Vault-Tech's screening process have caught this already?
Vault-Tech's screening process? Let me check my notes here. You were a Vault dweller? You're probably healthier than anyone else aboard. Anyway, sorry I missed that in your records. Just going down the list of questions. I'm sure you understand. Okay, second question. Have you ever had or come in contact with a person confirmed to be carrying a communicable disease?
A generous bestowal.
Frosty.
266 tipped $14. Treats for the future group of puppers.
Thank you so much for that tip, Frosty Bite. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you.
Have you had problems with the crew catching diseases?
Well, yes, actually. It's not unusual for our recon teams to stumble across contaminated environments or disease-carrying creatures. We don't want a single crewman infecting the entire ship. Anyway, this exam is about you, so have you had or come in contact with anyone carrying a communicable disease?
Never been seriously sick in my life.
Good, good. Third question. And please, answer honestly. Have you ever had sexual relations with any species considered non-human?
Yeah, have you?
I wish I could give an answer of yes. I got a nice list of all sorts of different species. Petrichor, congrats on the 10 stream streak. And Epic, I don't know on that. You know, Urvas, I think it looks like you're gunning for moderator there.
Well, there was this one really ugly girl in college. I mean, I had to get drunk, and it was a dare, and ugh.
That hardly
Oh my God.
So I'll just put no. Last question. Would you have any problems pulling the trigger on an enemy of the Brotherhood, whether they're human, formerly human, or machine?
That's more of a morals question, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely. I feel that the mental state of the crew is just as important as the physical. Anyone that
I like this
hesitates
guy.
firing in combat due to misguided moral standards certainly isn't Brotherhood material. So what about you? Would you have a problem with it?
If my life's in danger, I'll do whatever it takes to defend myself.
That's an acceptable answer, and the most common. Excellent. I think I've got all the information I need. I see no reason to prevent you from beginning your duties immediately. If you ever need medical assistance, you let me know.
So we should probably revisit that, what was it, that second question? Or was it the third?
There.
Maybe not on stream.
I can't.
Yeah, we wouldn't want to embarrass that college girl.
Decided to kick you into a mire.
So, you're the new recruit I heard about. Not what I was expecting.
What were you expecting?
The last batch of recruits we took on were wastelanders. Dirty, beaten up, looking for a handout. They were desperate and looking for an easy out. You look like you're here for a reason. Anyway, since you came down here to meet me, we may as well get it over with. My name's Ingram, and this lovely little grease pit is where you'll usually find me. If your power armor's too tight in the crotch, the Pridwin's about to crash into the ground, or a robot's gone haywire, you come see me.
Sounds like you have a pretty full plate.
Played. Hell, I have a whole table's worth of duties around here. There isn't a day that goes by on this tub without 5 or 6 things breaking down. And since I'm stuck in this rig, I'm not quite as spry as I used to be. The work tends to pile up.
You feel like telling me how you ended up that way?
That's a little personal, don't you think?
Come on. If we're going to be working as a team, we should get to know each other better.
I guess I can't argue with that. I was fighting with the Brotherhood in the Capital Wasteland. Worked at a staging area for the power armor troops. Our position was along a ridge line overlooking the battlefield. I'd say it was a 100-foot drop, give or take.
You weren't aboard the Pridwen?
The Pridwen wasn't under Maxon's command at the time. It wasn't even in the Capital Wasteland. If she'd had been there, the battle wouldn't have been such a challenge. To make a long story short, the ridge I was standing on took a hit from a nuke. Sheared most of the cliff right off, and caused the platform I was standing on to tumble over the side. If I hadn't been test piloting one of the power armor suits at the time, I would have died.
Your power armor helped you survive the fall?
Yeah, it took the brunt of the impact. But I don't know if I'd call it surviving. The suit was trashed after it landed, and I lost both of my legs. Haven't walked since. Anyway, I'm sure you're here to get your hands on some power armor. There's a pretty decent T-60 suit sitting in Bay 3 that's all yours. The left leg actuator's a bit sticky, but it'll keep the creeps off of you. Oh, and if you need any work done on it, feel free to use the workshops around here. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to get back to work.
I don't know what the protocol is about having dogs on the Pridwen, so I'll just pretend I didn't see this.
You got an issue with dog meat? Any faction that does not allow a dog is not worth my time. But then again, I guess he did. What was that?
They're all dogs.
But then again, I guess he did, say he was going to just look the other way. So I guess it's okay.
Have you ever fired a minigun? Chews through barrels like paper.
Step forward, Knight. Even though they've locked me in this blasted cage, I promise that I won't bite.
Why are you in there?
I'm glad you asked. Now, this is the stowage depot, and I, as you probably already guessed, am the ship's quartermaster, Proctor Tegan. The powers that be have me locked in here, so I can keep an eye on the Brotherhood's valuables. If you need to stock up on supplies before you head out on a mission, this is the place to buy them.
Wait, buy them? Since when does the military sell equipment to its own soldiers?
Since someone dropped a whole bunch of bombs and blew up every single factory that manufactured weapons and ammunition. Keeping the Brotherhood supplied takes caps, and everyone contributes to the cause. The good news is by having a constant flow of caps, I'm able to buy whatever you bring me. Yeah, I'm mostly interested in weapons, but I'll take anything useful. Of course, if you're just looking to make a few caps on the side, I might have some extra work for you to do.
What sort of extra work are we talking about?
Oh, no. It's nothing like you're thinking. It just involves a little bit of heavy lifting and interacting with the local farms. And since I'm stuck up here manning this one-man zoo, I need someone to do the legwork for me. After you're done with the meet and greet, we can discuss the details. In the meantime, if you ever need anything else, a gun, a mod, even ammo, you just let me know.
Okay, I think that's everybody. Oh. Yeah, kind of sounded a bit like that, doesn't it, Epic?
Proctor.
Can I help you with anything?
I'm looking for some firepower.
All of my weapons are mission ready.
I'm curious what he's got. Oh, he's got 50 cal.
That's your inventory.
Derp? Yes, I knew that. Oh, he still has a 50 cal. That is not 50 cal. This is 50 cal. Oh my god.
How long have you been playing this game?
I plead the fifth. Yeah, the thing is that I already wound up with better power armor than what they've got available by far. Because the Enclave decided to attack me. And I stole their, I stole the power armor from them. And that stuff is, very powerful.
Hey Zim's fluffy Martin tail, Irvasker is sending you a hug.
Aw, thank you, Irvas. A Gatling laser gun that I guess uses fusion cores for ammo? Interesting. I don't think I really need any of this, though. I might grab this commando helmet. It could be useful. And it's relatively cheap. I also have some stuff I should sell, though. Namely, a bunch of fusion cores that are almost depleted, but not quite. Which are all worth the same as a fully charged fusion core. Yes, they are epic, but it said it uses cores, and it has 50 of them, and I've got 50 fusion cores, so I assume that gun uses fusion cores. Yes, yes it is, Irvas. I am okay with this. Why do I have a cybernetic pain inhibitor? Where did this come from? Hello there, all pal. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and accept this trade, so there we go. That's not what I want. I want
We're here to save
this.
the Commonwealth.
Just fixed a few power armor mods and gave them to Tegan. You might want to check them out.
I prefer laser weapons myself. It's a
Building
cleaner
something?
shot and leaves that memorable ozone smell behind.
What do we got available here? Oh, well, apparently it's already at the best it can be. Unless I want to put in some radiation resistance. And it would make it lower, or lighter, so... Oh, sure. Sure. Apparently Dance loved that. I'm happy that you enjoyed the fact that I switched it over to being Brotherhood of Steel mod. I now have a helmet.
Treat your power armor well, and it can get you through anything.
Oh my god, Epic. That's the free space.
Welcome aboard, brother.
That's the free space on Hoarder Bingo. And also happy Marten Day, old pal.
You know those synths with the plastic faces? Ugh, they creep me the heck out.
Alright, let's quick save and go back down.
Adjusting internal ballonet pressure. Green lights across the board.
Stray radio signals keep pinging the array. Gonna try to filter it out.
Reactor at 100% efficiency.
Sorry, everybody. Need just a moment here. Oh, no. Sorry, Epic. I still appreciate it. Now, where's the guy I need to talk to? He's supposed to be somewhere.
That Salisbury steak is mine.
You know, fair. I could go for a Salisbury steak. Game?
Our vertibirds should give us the air superiority we need to win this war.
Seriously, where am I supposed to be going? Oh, crap. Oh, good. Looks like he's still out here.
Now that you've familiarized yourself with the Pridwin's crew, are you ready for your next assignment, brother?
What sort of assignment are we talking about?
The kind of assignment where all of the training you've done finally begins to pay off. Let's get right to it then. Shall we? Take a look over there. That's Fort Strong. And it's infested with super mutants. Having those aberrations of nature close enough to smell is making me sick to my stomach. To make matters worse, they're sitting on top of a massive stockpile of Fat Man shells we could use in our campaign. I want you to head over there, wipe out everything that moves, and secure that stockpile. Understood?
What do these shells do?
The Fat Man launcher is an essential part of the Brotherhood arsenal. It's a miniature nuclear payload, in a man-portable format. A squad of troops armed with one of these is virtually unstoppable. If you ever have the pleasure of firing one of them, allow me to give you a word of advice. Don't fire one of them in close quarters. There won't be enough of you to bury in a shoebox. That enough to go on?
I'm not liking it either, Havoc. Like, a lot of people have been all over the Brotherhood of Steel and, like, say they're awesome and stuff. And so far in this game, I just find them to be xenophobic assholes. But I'm sure that this is just different from the other games.
Consider it done.
Look, I realize you're eager to take the fight to the Institute, but it'll have to wait. The Brotherhood cannot allow those abominations to have a nuclear arsenal at their fingertips.
It'll be a pleasure to exterminate that mutant filth.
Now, we have a vertibird on standby, fully armed and ready to depart. Use it to carry our message to Fort Strong, and wipe those dirty mutants from the face of the earth. Dismissed.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I am considering the option of going, you know, full Scorched Earth policy on this.
Having the Pridwin moored above the airport keeps the Brotherhood within striking distance of the city.
What? Okay. Well, what do you want me to board, Gabe? Got on the wrong one? I guess so. Except I don't see another one. I guess... There's a marker on top of this thing. Did the game bug out on me? Oh. So, I have a feeling that that's the one I want to be on.
I'd probably exit the door and come back in or something.
Yeah, we'll try that.
Charging into a situation, guns.
No change. Whole way. You know what? Yellow! Yes, that is the one I needed!
Welcome aboard, Knight. Instruments are green, and we're cleared for release.
Are you enemies or what? I don't know. Okay, it looks like they're doing target practice and just missing a lot of shots. Got it. Well, I managed to grab it, you know? I know, right, Epic?
Target acquired. I'll try and keep him in your sights.
Is there a target? Behemoth? That's a thing? What? Oh, I'm alive. I did not think I would be alive still. Oh God, I'm alive and I have to deal with that thing on foot. Can we get another one, please? Oh God.
Stop moving, stupid man!
That's all well and good, buddy. I would really like another vertibird, please. Hello, Slitherite. Happy Marten Day. Congrats on the 15 stream streak. Oh, thanks, Merle. So, this is how I die. Understood. What fucking weak spot? You get over there. You go play with that thing. That thing's bigger than a fucking building. That thing could probably take down the goddamn Pridwin.
Good luck, Zim. I gotta head out for a little bit.
Alright. Bye. Dance, you are doing goddamn nothing. Suppressing fire, my ass. You're just standing there. I'm doing all the fucking work. Tell him what the... It'd be so easy. It would be so very easy. No. No. Just no. No. Hi, Gip Gap. Let the intrusive thoughts win. No! But also maybe. It just works. It just works. Little lies. Psych shows. I don't want to go out there. Oh, maintain my position? Okay. Actually, command. Go.
There.
Does that actually work? He's actually going.
Go there.
Go on, Dance. Go say hi. There we go. Yeah, you two play with each other for a bit. And now apparently the, Oh.
You never know what you'll find.
Apparently this guy, this behemoth, had to go with a death claw and won. And I guess ate it. Fuck you, K-Awesome! Fuck you! Sure, come on in there, Epic.
Watch your step. There's quite a bit of debris here.
Hello there,
Helpful
Epic.
while going. I guess might be a little helpful while going through all of this. At least you've probably destroyed all the super mutants by now.
This isn't safe at all. We need to find some cover as soon as possible.
Dance, I will throw you into the sun.
Do you think he's called Dance because he misspelled dance?
Possibly. He does support the Brotherhood, you know, these homophobic or xenophobic assholes. I'm still surprised I survived the fall from the vertibird.
He landed in the water and had a power suit.
I guess so.
I'm surprised the vertibird broke. I really thought it was just going to be a normal turret section. Or something.
I was hoping for that. I wanted to actually use the damn thing.
I honestly think it should have had more health. I think maybe, and I can't prove it, it was getting shot at a lot before you got in it. I think. So maybe it... You're really taking all the cannonballs too.
I earned this.
Alright. I'm just gonna assume when you got in the vertibird, it was already pretty low health, because it'd gotten a lot of flak fire before you got in it. From lasers from... somewhere?
From those that were training, yes.
Wait, so the trainees were shooting their own equipment?
They were missing their targets and hitting the vertibird.
Quite a bit of trash to pick through here. Searching through it could prove beneficial.
Do we need to destroy the Brotherhood? I think they're doing a pretty good job of doing it themselves.
What is it? Someone there?
Yes, there is someone here. I am here and ready to blast you all into oblivion. If I could open up this goddamn door.
Just kick it. It's wood.
I would love to, but it is immune.
You can't kill us all! I'll wear your guts around my neck! Guts around my neck! Get off! You see me, human? This is death! What? Get it?
I do see you. You're dead. Anybody else want to mess with me? I got denied my turret scene with the frickin' all of that. Oh, hi! You want to mess with me? Sure! Die! Die! You die too!
Must be one strong gun if it can destroy a supermoon in one hit. Then again, they don't exactly have any headwear on.
This is my shotgun that I put a
It's a hell of
scope
a
on.
shotgun. I mean, shotguns are pretty accurate.
I'd just leave that if I were you.
Shotguns are addressed to whom it may concern.
Are there different kind of shells you can put in that, or is it just shells?
Just shells.
Oh.
Oh,
I was wondering if you're using slugs or something.
I've only seen the specs for these little beauties on paper, so Private Bertram and I snuck down to take an early look. When I heard that the eggheads were designing a man-portable nuke launcher, I thought they were nuts. But they actually got the damn thing to work. And after seeing the real thing sitting right in front of me, I think they could be just enough to tip the balance of this war in our favor. I mean, can you imagine the look on the enemy's face when we get dropped into Anchorage carrying these babies? They won't know what hit them.
Yeah, sure. Just drop a whole bunch of, you know, radiation everywhere. Epic is cute. Yes, Candy.
I do like the art. The art is cute. I do appreciate you appreciating the art. Is it safe just to punch that in like that?
I don't think so, but apparently it is. Apparently, Dance liked the fact that I swapped out my fusion core. You like some weird things, dude.
I guess it makes sense they liked you adjusting your headwear to be Brother of Steel, and maybe you have a power armor
Judging from the amount
kink
of
or something. I don't know.
It's safe to assume we're the first people to investigate this location in quite a while.
Dude, we literally just killed a bunch of super mutants in here.
No, you see, because they're xenophobic, they aren't people to them.
Ah, true, true. I need to go play more Stellaris. I want to play more Stellaris and more Age of Wonders. And both of those are very long games. And I only have so much time. Honestly, with the amount of time that I dedicate to some of these games, I cannot imagine how any of these developers are like, oh yeah, surely people will have the hours to spend to grind this stuff out. I don't even have the time, and I play games for a living. Though I suppose on the flip side there, I mean, I do a lot of other stuff as well, but still.
I mean, you play games, you run games, you're technically making a game because you're making a SCAR system too. You're the whole trifecta there.
Alright, everybody. So, clearly, what I need to do is I need to... Oh, Jits, the new Bean and voice is epic.
Not really new, am I? I mean, it's been a while.
It's been a while, and Jits hasn't seen you before.
Hello.
But anyways, clearly, I know what we need to do with Scar now. We're going to release seasonal updates to it for all the different holidays. And you gotta get in during that season, otherwise it goes away. Okay?
Please do not battle pass a TT update.
You gotta play enough Scar games every season. That's even better. That's even better. Yeah, we'll have battle passes. And every battle pass, you gotta play enough Scar sessions in order to get all of the unlocks for your character, you know? You know?
I got nothing. How do I make fun of that? That's just, ugh. Don't give people ideas. They might actually do it. I don't know how you do it, but they might try to.
Joke. Well, clearly, if they continue to play with the Battle Pass content afterwards, they are in breach of the TOS, and therefore I could sue their asses into oblivion. Yeah. Woof. Hi, Paradoxical.
Anything useful?
On a more legit note, I have no idea how I'm actually going to make a living off of Scar. Considering I want to release everything for free.
I mean, donations are a thing, Patreon's a thing.
True.
This area has obviously been abandoned for quite some time.
Hello, Brian.
Thanks, Dance. You're clearly the world's greatest detective. Good job.
Well, Brian, you are just in time for our new idea for Scar. Are you ready for this, Brian? Are you ready? Battle Pass. Ah, that's right. Let it sink in. Let it sink in. We're going to have seasonal content that you can only play during that season. And you get all sorts of unlocks for your characters if you play enough games. Also, we're going to have loot box cosmetics in there. And on a 1% chance at every loot box, you get a +1 XP discount.
Don't turn Scar into a freemium game. Don't. I know you guys can't see it, but I am just sort of sitting here with just the longest stare. Just, the thought of it.
Just for the record, in case anybody is somehow thinking I'm serious here, I am 110% joking about all this. Just saying.
Oh, I know, but you gotta be thinking of it conceptually, and it's just horrifying me all the same. How would it even work? How would you even check people's progress? God, the logistical nightmare it would be.
Well, you see, we'll have certified storytellers that have to verify that the player has played in so many hours of the game, and they will they will you know, have to verify all of this.
No. Just no.
All right, guys, help me think of other ways to bring up some more some more ideas for this. Like, you know, we got to make money off of this. It's the way of the world, you know. I'm just fitting in with corporate America. You guys want us to fit in, right? We're just doing what everybody else does. All right, yeah, we gotta sell skins too. Yeah, you gotta pay extra to play a shiny character. You want to customize your character to your own colors? Yeah, that's going to cost you. Especially extra because that is custom, that you get to design all yourself.
I'm not paying $4 for a shade of red.
Of course
doing it.
not. You're paying $20 for the privilege of making your own character.
Stop.
This area seems to be in disarray. I wonder if this is recent.
At least you're not doing like forced arbitration or like.
Oh, good point. Yeah, that's got to be in the TOS.
Some lemon Boston style tea. Beerus.
We'll have an ironclad TOS, because obviously we got to make sure that they're not, playing the Battle Pass content outside of the Battle Pass or making use of any of this. So, we gotta work with that.
Don't make it product as a service and have people require like a digital license to access a PDF online. Or
Oh, that's a great idea.
No.
Okay. So you cannot download the PDF, but you can rent it from us.
You could just delete it at any time, and then people would have nothing. Why?
You just have to trust us that we won't do that. We absolutely won't go the route of, EA or, any of the others. I'm drawing a blank on any of the companies that have done it, but there are several. GameStop technically did that at one point.
Doesn't Nintendo do that with the Nintendo Switch 2? You don't buy the game on disc, you buy a license to download the game on disc, or something like that? I don't know. I don't know the functions. I know the game ain't on the disc.
Oh, also, we are working on a little project here, where you can have interactive character sheets on a website, but you got to pay a subscription to use that service. And you have to pay $5 for each new character. But you're supporting a corporation that cares about you.
No, you don't. That corporation does not care about anyone. This hypothetical corporation is mostly cares about its shareholders. And the shareholders do not left it back. From the sound of it. Just, ugh.
Legit, though, we are actually working on something similar to D&D Beyond.
I mean, the interactive
but it's gonna
character
be
sheets...
free.
Yeah, interactive character sheets sounds cool. Sounds really cool. Do like that. Very cool.
I am terrible at monetizing things. Absolutely terrible. Even this whole fund, which, by the way, I'm doing a moving fundraiser. I'm only an hour into stream and haven't done anything to promote it at all, but,
I mean, it's in the bottom left there.
True.
That's kind of it, though, I think.
I am so bad about promoting my own stuff and actually monetizing my channel and stuff. Look at the small bean. The small noodle.
I mean, you could give out, like, free loot cards. Like a free pack of loot cards if the donation's high enough. I'm sure you're already doing, like, the sketches and drawings and stuff, too, right?
Epic?
Yeah?
Go look at the Stream Loots and merch channel on the Discord.
Yippers. Oh, there's a bunch of coupons.
Yes. There's 22 of them, in fact.
Oh. Yeah, you are kind of bad at monetizing things. You just keep giving stuff away for free and cheap.
I'm aware. But yes, everybody, I am doing a fundraiser for my move. I'm trying to get things, taken care of so we can actually get moved to a better place where we can be happier and more secure and stable. And I could get out of this whole survival mode thing that I have been stuck in for the last 5 years-ish. We have a lot of rewards available. The next one up is a Rockruff short shot run by Key. There's
I'd wager the turnip market's making a killing today.
One moment, Giebend. There's free Stream Loots packs available on the Discord. 22 of those packs. Just click on each link and you can get free packs on Stream Loots. There are there are several artists that are giving free art. It'll be raffled off to those that support through it at any amount. So please consider helping out if you can. But as always, do not hurt yourselves to do so. We'll figure it out somehow.
I'd love to donate, but I'm doing my own stuff. But yeah, please donate. Be nice if you can, if it's safe.
There are 5 days left. And we still have about half of it to go.
Your Emperor has returned.
Brian Magna is the new Emperor of the chat. They declare that help the Zim out. All hail Emperor Brian Magna.
The Emperor is dead. Long live the Emperor.
It's doable, Merle. It's doable.
All right, Giebend, you there? Your coupon is either really high or really low. Would you like to stick with it or re-roll?
Joke.
Duke, 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 Duke. Alright, unfortunately it was only 9%. But hey, it's still a discount. And you do still have the 14% off that was rolled last time. Probably Blue Bat. That's probably the route we'll go when we get to that point. But the problem is that those have upfront costs. There's the new coupon code, Geeman Browns. Anyways, back to the game.
I'm trying to think of anything I can do to like, help drum up a few donations or two.
I mean, people have been coming up with all sorts of random things to put on the goals.
If you have a moment.
Hey.
What do you want?
Paladin dance.
Do you want to have that talk now?
Sure.
Of course. What's on your mind?
Thank you. This isn't a formal meeting. I simply want to clear the air. I think we may have gotten off on the wrong foot when we first met, and I feel like I owe you an apology. Expecting you to embrace the standards of the Brotherhood without having a history with us was unfair. And given that you've adjusted so well to our beliefs, I don't think I needed to push so hard.
Oh yeah, that's the only thing you need to apologize for. Just that.
That's all right.
You worried that I'm gonna quit?
No. I just felt it was the right thing to do. When I was an initiate, my sponsor was Paladin Krieg, toughest squad leader I ever served with. He was a model soldier, embodying the values every trainee was striving to achieve. Fiercely loyal, secure in his beliefs, and brave to a fault. From the moment I was assigned to his squad, I was singled out. It felt like he was pushing me harder than the rest of the team. I fought by his side for years, and we had some seriously close calls. But he never explained to me why I was treated that way.
Probably because you're not very good. Because you didn't with anything like him. Because he probably just stood back and just yelled at the enemy rather than actually doing anything at all.
No, he'd never do that.
Lily did it outside.
Did you ever ask him why?
I'd considered it, but unfortunately, I never had the chance. After I was promoted to Paladin, and I'd moved on to my own squad, I received word that Krieg was killed at Adams Air Force Base. The news was like being kicked in the stomach. I mean, I'd lost some of my brothers and sisters before, but his death, well, it really got to me. It's taken me a long time to realize it. But the reason Krieg was so tough on me is the same reason I'm so tough on you. It's because I believe in you. And I don't want to see any of your potential go to waste.
Yeah. Totally. That's totally the same reason.
Yeah.
Totally. Oh, the most unbelievable part of the story so far at the moment is that he got promoted, I will be honest.
I'm sure outside of that, he was useful. Maybe.
Meat shield?
Meat shield, yeah.
Meat shield.
What happened at Adams
Plus,
Air
he needs
Force
someone to
Base?
carry all the
Back in
loot.
the capital wasteland, the Brotherhood was at war with a traitorous group of rebels who called themselves the Enclave. They maintained a mobile command post at the remains of Adams Air Force Base, just outside of Washington, D.C. The Brotherhood spearheaded an assault on the command post, which was ultimately successful, but costly. Quite a few soldiers died in that battle, and Paladin Krieg was among them. He made his mark on history, and whether you choose to believe it or not, you have the potential to do the same.
I don't know what to say.
You don't have to say anything. Just keep doing what you're doing. Well, I've said what I had to say, and I hope that it meant something to you. I trust you'll keep this in confidence, of course. Some of that information was of a personal nature, and, well, I'd like to keep it that way.
Sure, buddy, sure.
Keep doing what you're doing. Buddy, we're the only one doing anything.
That's it.
Most I've seen you do is shoot your gun at a few people and stand there awkwardly.
I mean, when I finally gave him orders, he did at least go in and actually do stuff.
Yeah. But, mostly just sort of stands there.
There we go.
And yells.
I'm not saying you're wrong.
So I should specify. Yells and makes comments like that. Well, he puts you down. He's not even motivational.
I'm not saying you're wrong.
Is the second half to that statement at all?
No, that's it.
I'm not wrong, therefore I'm right.
As of today, command of Fort Strong has passed to me. I'm looking forward to helping the U.S. Army test some of its experimental weapon systems at our facility. I've already had the men preparing the island for testing operations by tearing down the old barracks and constructing a simulated town. Since we'll be fighting the enemy on an urban front, I think the best way to test these weapons is by seeing how well they punch through civilian structures. Ah, yeah, that's great.
Company fort, you know, just we gotta make sure we can really do those war crimes properly, you know?
Yeah. We've been testing the new batch of T-51B power armor suits at the Army Corps of Engineers just rolled off the assembly line. I'm impressed with the amount of protection they afford our soldiers, yet allow them a great deal of mobility. I've noticed that the soldiers are still having trouble jumping in these things. Because of the suit's weight, they often tip over on hard landings. Oh, jumping in these things. I've had the maintenance boys look at it, and they're suggesting adding a gyroscope and shock absorbers to lower torso. I'll pass it up the chain and see if I can get Washington to spend the extra money it'll cost for the modification. Things are starting to heat up overseas, so Washington is pushing us to cut our project turnaround times in half. I told them that would be dangerous, but it seems like we don't have much of a choice. I've decided to split my staff into Alpha Team and Bravo Team, so we can work on 2 projects at the same time. The manpower will be reduced, but I'm convinced that we'll still be able to maintain our new schedule. I'm going to put Alpha Team on the power armor and Bravo Team on the new M42 Fat Man launchers. Alpha Team just shipped out the first batch of T-51B suits to the front in China. Reports are already coming in that the suits are performing better than expected, chewing through enemy tanks and armor like they were paper. Word has it that some of the enemy troops are even surrendering when they catch sight of the power armor troops hauling their 5mm miniguns. Looks like Alpha Team has earned themselves a weekend pass in Boston.
5mm? Isn't that the kind of low caliber you'd put in a I don't know my guns well enough. Like a Uzi or something like that?
Well, yes, it's a minigun. It's not a matter of the strength of the bullet, it's a matter of you are filling them with thousands of them per second.
Oh, yeah, okay, fair enough. Quantity, not quality.
Exactly. Bravo Team is having a heck of a time getting the M42s not to shoot far enough away from its firing position. The problem is that the warhead is still too heavy to fire the distance required. Our simulated soldiers are still soaking far too many rads and suffering blast burns. One of the technicians has suggested a radical idea of using a conventional depleting subcharge to catapult the round rapidly out of the launcher. His calculations look sound, so I'm going to let him give it a try.
Honestly, using explosives to fire explosives is just kind of how grenade launchers work in the first place, don't they?
Yes. Basically every bullet.
Well, what are you using before? Trebuchet?
I don't know. After a few design setbacks and the loss of one of our testing squads, we finally perfected the M42 launcher's firing mechanism. Washington has been writing me to wrap this project up, but with a weapon this potent, I was inclined to take my time. We've sent the launchers ahead to the supply yard in Mississippi, and we're just waiting for the go-ahead to ship the warheads wherever they need to go. Hopefully, we can get those nukes out of here before the month is out. I don't feel comfortable sleeping 20 feet above enough nukes to reduce this island to ash. I don't blame you.
So if they're still here, we liberate this place. The Brotherhood of Steel is getting all the nuclear power, right?
Yes.
And they're incredibly xenophobic and would probably use that nuclear power to act upon that xenophobia.
Yes.
Mr. Dragon 114 tipped $150, Rockruff Brigade.
Mr. Dragon, thank you so much for that tip. Thank you so much for that support. That is the next goal completed. And that is also 2 more Stream Loots packs.
And going off by Dance, they don't have much in the brains department as much as they do the blind loyalty to the cause department. So, how much do you want to bet for some sort of second apocalypse? If they get their way. I'd bet I'd want a deeper bunker.
One moment. Let me go ahead and determine what packs you guys are getting. We got tabletop. Yes.
Neat. I want dice.
I'm a tabletop gamer. Of course I roll dice anytime any opportunity I get. Tabletop and amp. All right. Could one of my moderators update the pinned message, please?
That was a pinned message?
Yes.
Oh. Oh, I see.
I am a-okay with that end goal not being completed, Burl.
The important thing is to fill it up as much as possible. So, like, the money disappears if you don't get 4K somehow. It still exists, it's still being given, it's still very helpful.
Yes. I'm just saying, the end goal is that I have to take a day off every other week. No arguments. I have to. So I am okay with that.
So you permanently are working only 13 days a fortnight?
Well, not a fortnight, because 13 out of 14.
They said every other week. You take a day off every other week.
A fortnight is 20.
A fortnight's 2 weeks.
Oh, I guess it is. Oh, right, I'm getting it mixed up with Score. I'm in the middle of working on about a dozen different things at this moment. So.
Do you need a moment to recalibrate on your end?
A little bit. Alright, there's the first Stream Loots pack. Go for it, everybody. And... that, and this, and this, and that. And there you go, the other one.
I command pure chaos! Kinda.
Brian Magna has turned Epic into a Rockruff. They can only talk like that Pokemon for 2 minutes.
Hey, not that different from his normal.
Fuck off.
Still incredibly cute.
Fuck.
Pat the Rockruff.
Rockruff.
There, cutie.
Rough.
Yeah, when you do it like that, you're not avoiding the cute allegations at all.
Rockruff.
This area's obviously been abandoned for quite some time.
Oh no, I'm overburdened.
Okay, there's a thing in the corner of the room behind that locker door that's open. If you look towards the door, it's on the left. No, left of the door, behind the locker, under the open locker doors. I think there's a box of bobby pins or something. If you close the door, I think at the foot of the bed, under the bed. It's hard to detect. Is it something, or is it just a pile of debris?
This?
Yeah, if you close the door. Oh, it's just debris. Damn it, I thought it was something.
Pat.
Just seeing things now, everything's covered in trash.
Yes, welcome to the apocalypse.
The problem is you keep collecting everything, so I just assume all the trash is useful.
know if I should be offended by that. I think I should be offended.
Well, if it helps, we could also focus on the fact that Dan has said, I think about twice, maybe 3 times now, this place looks abandoned. So, clearly he's got some sort of short-term memory loss. Maybe too many dinks to the head.
Probably something like that. Okay, well, suppose we go down the elevator now.
Meow.
Oh,
howdy.
Hello, Kuroi. You're up early.
Yes. I am. I hit a wall at like 8 p.m. last night, and I'm like, screw it, I'm gonna go to sleep. And then I woke up at like 4, and I'm like, oh, well, fair enough.
Merle, we have no idea who's going to be in it yet. We'll figure out who will be in it later. It just means that there will be one.
Well, I got time if you do want me in it. I have to
for
the system and plan out a character and.
This a new TTRPG?
Short shot, yeah, of the Rockruff campaign.
Very
There's
snuff.
trash to pick through here. Searching through it could prove beneficial.
Cause we got that goal completed on the fundraiser.
Oh, nice.
Dance is just straight up being the tutorial now.
Dance is just straight up being annoying now.
Mao?
My new companion.
Oh. Are they the tutorial exposition companion?
No.
Do y'all, however, the companion you'd want to equip them with duct tape on the mouth directly several times?
Ah. I got it. The fairy from Link.
Yeah.
Hey, listen!
What?
Hey, listen!
No fight today.
And now I've got his deck arcane. Stay a while and listen.
At least he was awesome.
Hmm.
Stay a while and listen. Purified water, yes, thank you.
But that doesn't mean we should drop our guard.
It does not appear abandoned. We literally just heard a super mutant. And we killed a bunch upstairs. Shut up!
Gotta love that short-term memory loss.
Side effects include verbal dysplasia and octopus loss. I see nothing here about memory.
I don't think we're alone.
Oh crap.
World's greatest detective. Can we actually have the world's greatest detective back? Is that possible?
Mr. Holmes?
No.
I mean, in Fallout.
Nick.
Yeah.
Valentine?
Fluffy! Pat pat pat! Hello, Ido. How are you?
Remember, you're talking to someone who, when they tried to play Fallout 4, lasted half an hour before they went, why does anyone play Bethesda games?
Because they used to be good.
So people keep telling me. No, they're fine. They're just not my cup of tea.
Let me rephrase. They used to be better. They had a better standard. And then, like, we had stuff like Fallout 4 and 76, which was divisive, to put it nicely.
I mean, honestly, I'm just a little bitter about Fallout 4 because I bought the collector's edition and I got severely ripped off from what they said they were giving me versus what they actually gave me.
You enjoyed the nylon bag then?
Yes, my Kevlar bag made of nylon was much appreciated.
Doesn't hurt to have a few more bin bags.
Yeah. They faced so much well-deserved flack over that.
But that wasn't the only thing they cheapskated out on in the bundle, but that's the that's the thing most people remember.
Yeah. The whole thing was a garbage shoot.
I think it was my issue with Bethesda is the time that I was at a point in my life where I was considering getting into Bethesda was when Bethesda started doing all their really dodgy screw the fans shit.
The thing is that I never understood why they... Like, they're not a small company at all. It's not like they don't have the money to have done all of this in the get-go, and for some reason they delayed it forever, and when they finally did send it out, they did the nylon, and like, how did they think that would be okay?
My suspicion is that between the process of them announcing they do it and releasing it, they went, hey, wait a second, gamers are idiots, so let's just give them a nylon bag, because it's not like they're going to use it anyway, not knowing that, you know, a good 50% of gamers who get goodies and collector's editions actually don't do the whole put it on your shelf and never touch it thing. A lot of people like to take out their toys and play with them. Maybe I'm speaking sacrilege, but at least that's been my experience. Especially if they're not planning on getting rid of it.
A Kevlar bag does sound pretty darn doable.
Yeah, and a Kevlar bag would be bloody useful. I have one, and it lasted me forever. In fact, I still have it. It's just a bit scuffed.
I don't think it was Kevlar, but it was canvas.
Canvas,
Supposed to
that
be.
was it, yeah.
And yeah, then you get the nylon garbage. I felt so bad for everybody. I know one of my old friends, he, of course, he's a huge Fallout fan. He's got the freaking NCR flag on his wall. And he got the collector's edition and was so disappointed by all of it. And you know, there's one of those old loot box companies, you know, that send out all the stuff once a month things.
Yep.
They had a Fallout special, and I subscribed to that for him. And he got better stuff out of that for less than what Bethesda charged for the collectors.
Yeah.
I might as well make the joke. I mean, fittingly, there was Fallout over all that.
Okay. Let's see. Where are we sending you?
I think that was a joint exasperated sigh.
Yeah, that's a pit of death for you.
We need to make a channel here called the Punitentiary.
We have plenty of timeout rooms for that. Did you learn your lesson?
No, I'm gonna do it again at some point. It's me. I do the funny puns, or what I think are funny puns that aren't actually funny.
He does the dry English cringe wit. I mean, to be honest, the worst thing that ever happened to me that made me just flat out stop buying collectibles of games ever again was Diablo 3. Because when we had Diablo 3, I went and got, because I was a massive fan of Diablo 2, I got the really good collectible bundles that came with all the figurines and all the art books and all the stuff. You know, it cost me a couple $100, and I prepaid for it all. And the the game shop that was selling it went into forced administration the morning of Diablo 3's release. So I didn't get my collector's edition and I didn't get my money back.
That sucks.
Don't you have
And
protection for that there?
Well, so they had to pay people back, but they didn't have enough money to pay people back. And so they started off paying back the larger shopping orders first. And, you know, majority of the people who had about $500 or less didn't see a cent of it because the company went belly up. And apparently there was lots and lots of warning, but the guy didn't tell anyone because basically the CEO let it run belly up and then overnight vanished to Indonesia and nobody saw him again.
Fantastic.
So that was kind of and then the part that kind of stung was like 3 months later, after, you know, I had bought a virtual copy of the game because, you know, all my friends were playing it, and I was like, I want to play with my friends. So I went and bought a virtual copy of the game, and then 3 months later, Blizzard's like, oh, for people who, you know, bought the game pre-ordered in Australia and had this thing happen to them, we're going to give you a copy of the game for free.
They couldn't have done that sooner?
Like, you couldn't have done that 3 fucking months ago?
I know when it first launched, I was so excited to play it. I had it day one, and my work was offering VGH, voluntary go home. Basically, I was working in a call center. There wasn't enough calls coming in, so they were letting people go home early. Yeah. I'm like, oh, sweet. Oh, yeah, I'll absolutely take that. And I rushed home afterwards and got on my computer to play, and servers are overloaded.
Oh, yeah.
What?
It was like a week before I could log on for the first time.
Yeah. It was like, literally, I sat there staring at the screen, waiting to get to play for the entire rest of what would have been my shift.
Oof.
And then I finally got in and got to play for like an hour, and then it crashed again, and it was like, oh my god.
At least you got to go home early and chill, right? That's the nice.
No, that's just frustrating. I would have rather kept working at that point.
Same. It's like, I could have been making money, just... I'm doing literally the same thing. Huh?
You weren't getting paid?
No, voluntary go home is unpaid.
Oh.
Yeah, they're letting you leave work early because they don't have enough work. It's to save them money, not to get your ass out of their office.
Oh.
This is corporate America we're talking about. Do you think they'll pay us if they don't have to?
To be honest, if you're casual, that's a thing in most countries.
Yeah. I can confirm.
I'm just sitting here going, did you ever play like World of Warcraft during their peak or something and play on the launch day of a new expansion? Or should I say, watch the launch day of a new expansion as you watch your queue tick down one person every 30 minutes? In a queue of tens of thousands. I remember I developed a hope I don't get in trouble for saying this. I developed a little macro so that what I could do was I could click the login button, but it would just periodically push W so that it would walk forward. And then what I'd do is I'd go to work and I'd log in. And then by the time I get home to work, I'd be logged in. And I've made my character periodically press W so I wasn't disconnected due to being AFK.
You basically went to you went to the movie theater, lined up outside, and left a cardboard cutout there.
I left a cardboard cutout on skateboard on roller skates that was attached to the person in front of me. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I mean, I'm not going to sit around for 6 hours to log into a game.
At this point, I have given up on new releases. At least AAA ones. If it's on Steam, yeah, I'm good. But yeah, any of those online games, just like, nope, I ain't gonna bother with that for at least a week after launch.
I'm at any game that's over $70 is that's 70 Australian, so that's probably like 30 for 45-ish US, 45-ish US. Any game that's over that, it's like I'm gonna wait until it comes out and I'm gonna see what everyone says about it.
Oh, I refuse to spend $70 on a game.
Mind you, if I refuse to spend $70 on a game, there'd be very few games I buy because of the value of our dollar versus your dollar. But yes,
our dollar, $70.
Yeah.
All of them are
75.
all the AAA companies now are trying to push the price of games up, and I'm like, I refuse to spend that on your game.
So I have to ask, how much was, like, say, Borderlands 4 in US dollars?
I have no idea. Is that even out yet?
Yes, that's been out for a while.
Really?
It's actually, I've heard some pretty good things about it. Apart from the, performance issues that they seem to be getting on top of now, but the actual game is apparently pretty decent.
Borderlands 4, Steam says $70? $6.99, but 70.
That's pound, yeah?
No, dollars. I checked.
Okay. Okay, so that Fallout 4 in Australian dollars is $120.
So I don't know what you're getting, but it's got a 6 out of 10 on Steam right now, and 46% like it.
So I don't actually trust Steam reviews at all, especially on larger tier games released by well-known game studios that tend to be a bit, on a political level, dodgy, because so many people just tank them just because they don't like Randy and its Gearbox. But a lot of the people I've talked to who actually play it say if you like Borderlands, it's just the next one in the Borderlands series. So it's like, if you like Borderlands, you'll like it.
I mean, I liked Borderlands until Borderlands 3. Where the story was about an entirely different, it was about everybody else except for you.
I just wish to say, Borderlands 3, story-wise, yes, it sucked. I'm not going to sit here and argue that it had a good story. Some of its DLCs actually had some pretty good stories.
Oh,
but
yeah,
its
the
main
DLC
story
was great.
But the main stories sucked. I will give it that. However, from a gameplay perspective, 3 was actually really fun.
Yeah, the gameplay was good. I'll give it that.
The gameplay, the parkour, the abilities, the skill trees, they all felt really nice. The story just sucked donkey balls, and not in the fun way.
But it's like half the reason to play Borderlands is for that story, and you know.
That's fair. To be honest, I hated it so much I installed a mod that auto-skipped all the unskippable cutscenes, and I just had fun doing map completion.
I personally like the story.
Cutscenes?
So Borderlands... Okay, so Borderlands 3 was very... The story was about previous characters from the first two games. Your characters were just there, I suppose. And even then, they weren't actually there because you don't actually see them in any of the cutscenes.
And they get no agency over anything that happens.
You as a player have no agency, you have no presence in the story. It's occasionally the BBEG refers to you somewhat. But for the most part, it's just it's about the NPCs.
And we had frickin' Ava, the most annoying child ever be introduced in a video game ever. That we're supposed to like.
So, you got to be the +1 in the game you bought. Cool.
You're
Not
basically
even
the
that.
camera. You are literally the camera on rails with a gun. You are filming what's happening to everything else and shooting all the bad guys that get in the way of your camera. That's literally it.
Not even that, though! All the cutscenes, it's like... There were so many cutscenes where the BBEG's like, we're killing this NPC, and we're like, where the fuck are we? We didn't get knocked out. We didn't get disabled. We didn't get blasted anywhere. No, we just randomly disappear. Your cutscene plays. This person gets killed, and it's like, what the fuck are we doing here?
So technically, we weren't actually there in that scene. We were inside the vault, but yes, it was really stupid.
There was one of the boss fights where literally you're fighting the boss and you just disappear when the cutscene plays. You don't see your character at all. Nothing happened to you. And I don't remember which NPC it was, but they come in and fight the boss, and then the boss kills them, and it's just like, where are we?
So I'm just trying to think. The two NPCs that die of note are Woman, who I'm not going to name for spoilers, and Little Short Guy, who I'm not going to name for spoilers.
Actually, sorry, I don't think it was that they were killed. I think it was that their powers were taken or something.
Yes. Now I know the scene you're talking about, and I will agree. That was stupid. And not to mention that I think the BBEGs, the twins, that was just really spiteful. Because it was clearly written as, this is how we see streamers.
Yeah.
And it's like, dude, streamers make your games. Like, the streamers are the ones who promote this shit. Probably don't make them out to be, like, just sycophantic, shallow people with no morals.
Fucking hell. The amount of people that have come to me being like, this is all your fault. Just for me playing Stellaris recently and getting people to play it again. Not from me trying to get people to play it. It's just me actually playing it. I have seen like 5 or 6 people that have started playing Stellaris again.
I mean, it is literally like you are literally giving them free marketing advertisement.
And there's another one.
And so I don't know when it was. So that was back when I was kind of the height of my streaming, and I was in a whole bunch of other people's streams as well. So it's like when that came out and I saw that, I was just like, that's actually just. I get you're trying to be like young and hip and with it, but really you're just showing your age, right? If you think that this is what internet culture has devolved to in this day and age, I think you're just showing your age.
Congrats on that 110 stream streak, Shadow Wolf. Ido was giving me puppy dog eyes the other day because apparently I caused Geeman to go off and get obsessed with Stellaris again.
Stellaris a good game? Should I try it?
I will not answer this.
I will ask a series of questions to you, Epic. Epic, do you like 4X games?
Well, hold on. Let me actually get through this real quick. I've been sitting on this screen and want to actually go do stuff in the game.
I think it's been like 20 minutes or something.
Yeah.
We've been sitting here a while.
So let me do this, and then you can do that, Kuroi. Things are getting tough. Excuse me. Things are getting tough around here. Brock has decided to split our men into 2 teams. I drew one of the short straws, so I ended up on the M42 Fat Man launcher team, while most of my buddies are sitting pretty upstairs with the T-51B suits. I can't even begin to describe what a ridiculous idea the M42 is. A man-portable mini-nuke thrower that a trooper in the field is supposed to deploy at close range. I've been poring over the schematics, and I have no idea how we're going to get this thing to throw a warhead far enough not to kill the soldier unlucky enough to be stuck with these death traps. We've stripped the... Yeah, the Fat Man. We've stripped the warhead weight down as much as possible, but I think we're looking at this the wrong way. Instead of trying to reduce the warhead weight, we should try and amp the power on the thrower itself. I know that means adding weight to an already heavy piece of ordnance, but I don't think we have any choice. One of the guys suggested we try magnetics to push the warhead through like a railgun, but the power pack would need to be the size of a suitcase. I'll keep picking away at this problem and see what I can turn up. We lost 2 good soldiers this morning. They were on the surface testing a MERV variant of the launcher when one of the warheads misfired and hit the ground right where they were standing. Poor bastards didn't even have a chance. We couldn't even find any remains to send home to their folks, so Brock told us to just fill some cans with sand. I'll tell you, that guy doesn't give a crap about us. He's just worried about the brass back in Washington giving him a hard time.
Wait, they didn't like just prop it up on some tables with a piece of string and then one really, really far back before pulling the string?
Apparently not.
Also, didn't he... Hold on, didn't the guy they're referring to there talk to them about those 2 people being like dummies or something?
No, he did mention that there was a misfire.
Yeah, but he didn't exactly describe them as people.
No, he didn't.
It is also worth noting that being stupid does not invalidate your right to exist.
Yeah.
Not that kind of dummy.
Anyways.
Oh, dummy as in target dummy. Okay,
yeah.
Okay.
I was in bed last night when I had one of those eureka moments. I ran over to the night shift guys in the lab, swept all of their drawings on the floor, and started sketching my idea. They must have thought I'd lost my mind. 6 hours and about 14 cups of coffee later, and I had it all mapped out. We'd use a small subcharge as a launching catalyst to catapult the warhead from the launcher. We'd have plenty of range, and the subcharge could be built into the warhead itself. Brock seemed to like the plan and gave us the go-ahead to prototype the device. I can't wait to try it out.
Just a cup of coffee every under half an hour. That's a lot of caffeine.
Hi, my name is Kuroi. I'd like to introduce you to my younger self. Shows basically anxiety from inside out.
Hi, my name is Zim. I'd like to introduce you to my current self.
Do you think you may be having a bit too much caffeine?
Well, I'm about to have another coffee, and I'm not going to feel bad about it.
I think you're just not living life to its fullest.
Look, I know I'm British and this is rich coming from me, but I think you might want to cut down on the caffeinated beverages.
Oh, I'm sorry. How was your tea?
The bottle's empty.
I feel my point was just made. What was it? I remember... I'm sorry if he's watching. But Garu was having a bit of a go at me once because I had a lot of caffeine because I used to drink a lot when we first met. And it was having a bit of go at me, and I was like, oh, come on, surely you have had your own fair share of caffeine. And he goes, I don't drink caffeine. Like, oh, what are you drinking right now? And he goes, just green tea.
That's caffeine!
I was like, oh, Garu, that's got more caffeine than my coffee. He's like, what?
Did they think caffeine was the thing that turned the water brown?
No. Garu, it's just a knowledge gap. People often think you'll be surprised how many people don't know that green tea has caffeine.
Yes, there is a new talkie this week, Ido.
Sorry, I'll let you finish.
Also, Ido, I don't think you added the Zangoose to the TF talkie list. I think Blue Bat's about to show you the new TF talkie, though.
Oh god, I'm a quote again.
Yes, you are a quote again.
That's gonna be a quote now, isn't it?
I like being a quote. It means I said something funny.
I'm gonna quickly be a second. So yeah.
Oh, I was a quote too.
Yeah, your line was very quotable there, and I felt it needed the context of the previous line. There are a lot of quotes that I won't give context, but you know that one, the context makes it funnier.
It was a back and forth.
Exactly. Anyways, it took the better yard of a year and over 100 test firings, but the M42 is ready to ship out into the field. I can't believe I spent over a year on this single project. I feel pretty good knowing we're delivering a well-tested weapon to our own guys fighting overseas. Now that it's over, I suppose Brock will move us on to something else. But for now, I'm supposed to spend the rest of the month packing up these warheads to ship off base. Oh boy. Actually, I think there are a couple of quotes from you there, Blue Bat.
I believe there's a few Blue Bat quotes I've seen. I could be wrong.
I think so. Because I do quote from the chat as well.
Is there a way we can search the quotes? Or do we just have to play them one by one?
You'd have to play them one by one, unfortunately.
Fair enough.
I've got a way that I could kind of search, but that would require effort.
Fair.
And hi, I am busy enough as is.
You know what? You know what? We've got a Geemond in the chat. There will eventually be, if the quote exists, by law of large numbers, eventually you'll see it with Geemond.
Exactly. Or we could just ask
we
him.
We have our quote mancer.
Quote mancer, do we have a quote for from Blue Bat yet? I feel like we have at least one.
I do love how a lot of people are blaming Australia for all these age restriction bans on things, and it's like, you do realize we're not the only country doing it. We're just the first one enforcing it.
Let's avoid this subject in general today, but you're right.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
For a second.
You are very much right.
Just wanted a little. There's been a lot of flack I've received as an Australian about that. I'm like, we're not the only ones doing it.
Yeah. And welcome back, puppy.
Also, this has kind of been coming for a couple of years. Sorry, I'll drop it.
So what are we doing down here? Just clearing the place out?
We were securing this massive collection of mini nukes. Yeah, you see, these are filled with mini nukes. Probably quite a few, considering how small that is. Or how, you know, how much this layer is taking up. And, well...
Yeah, I don't. I must say it again. I'm pretty sure the Brotherhood of Steel gets a hold of that. Considering how much brain they've replaced with ideology, they're really looking at a second apocalypse. Oh boy.
Wait, what? I zoned out for a second, and now we're talking about a second apocalypse. I feel like I missed something.
Yeah, I'm giving the Brotherhood of Steel a massive amount of mini nukes.
Oh.
And the Brotherhood of Steel are incredibly xenophobic.
Okay, so why are we giving a bunch of nukes to a xenophobic cult?
'Cause it's the quest, I guess?
Okay, fair enough.
If the quest told you to jump off a bridge, would you do it?
I mean,
I've got
it's
power
video
armor, I'll be
games.
fine.
I'm I'm pretty sure there's several instances in games where they have you do just that.
In this video, I'm gonna show you what sounds by the disabled can make.
I mean, you saw me have to jump off of the Pridwin to get to the vertibird.
In fairness, I don't think that was intentional. I think that was just Bethesda doing. But yeah.
Yeah, but the quest still required me to do it.
And so that answers your question. If the quest told you to jump off a bridge, will you do it? Well
actually,
I
no,
mean,
the quest
we've all
told you
done it.
The quest told you to take a different vertibird. That wasn't even the one you were meant to get on. So.
No, it was the one I was meant to get on.
It was pointing you towards one that was dark that just takes you back to the ground level.
Well, that was a broken thing. That was another broken thing. But in the end, it told me to go the same place. I had to jump off to it.
Look at this place. You must hate these mutants as much as I do.
Case in point on the seat of. Oh, they can ask about it, okay.
Why do you hate super mutants so much?
They're responsible for the death of a close friend, a Brotherhood knight named Cutler. So when you ask if I hate them, I say hate's too gentle a word. These monstrosities are just another example of man blindly taking a step forward, only to wind up stumbling 2 steps back. I've been fighting for years, trying to put a stop to this madness. And just when I thought we were getting the upper hand, along come the synths. I've seen what these super mutants do to people. Can you imagine what the synths would do to us if they ever got the upper hand? It would be Armageddon repeated, and maybe the end of everything that we hold dear. Look, I don't mean to bore you with my rhetoric. I just want you to understand how important these missions are.
I mean to bore us with everything else you say.
How could
Dear
synths
Lord.
bring about our destruction?
If the synths reached the point where they outnumbered mankind, how long would it take for them to decide we were no longer necessary? They certainly possess the capability to make more of their own kind, so we'd become expendable. And with Institute technology on their side, nothing could stop them. Not even the Brotherhood. It's a nightmare scenario almost too terrible to contemplate. Anyway, that's enough of that. What's important here is that you got the job done and secured these warheads. You should head back up to the Pridwin and talk to Maxon. I'm sure he'll want to debrief you as soon as possible. Dismissed. You watch my back?
Should I be able to point out how easy it is to swap everything he said around back on the Brotherhood? Just replace anything that isn't the Brotherhood with the Brotherhood and replace the Brotherhood with the Commonwealth? It feels really easy to do that, and it still kind of tracks.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy.
I mean, usually that's the case with idealistic rhetoric. To idealists, you can change some things around and they'll basically say the same thing. We'll change some names around and it'll apply to the same people. Well, to other people, sorry. So what are synths in the Fallout era? Are they like human-like androids, or is it just like the Mr. Handies?
They are fully robotic, but meant to be human-like.
Okay.
Honestly, in terms of Nick Valentine, they're even more human-like than some of the humans.
So they are actually like androids, not like the Mr. Handies.
Seemingly.
Correct.
Okay. And I assume that for some parts they're almost indistinguishable from people in appearance?
Yes. Especially, with some of the more advanced models.
I don't really get the hate, personally. Considering they're probably more VAT resistant, it makes more sense that'd be great for scavenging.
It's more the sense of we are the ones who create that which supplants us.
Yeah.
No one wants to be supplanted.
I'll be honest, I feel like in the wasteland you have more media concerns.
Well,
like, what are you eating
yes,
tomorrow?
but the point is it's also a case of you're caring about your survival. Hopefully, after a long time, you're going to care about the survival of others as well. And handing the planet over to androids isn't really saving your species. I get the phobia for it. I don't agree with it, but also I get it.
I'll be right back.
Pretty sure the Brotherhood's xenophobia also extends out to ghouls and super mutants as well, though.
Yes, it does. Well, you said xenophobia. Xenophobia would be anyone that isn't the Brotherhood.
Yep. From what I've seen, what little I've seen, it seems to be accurate. That is the term I'd use.
A xenophobic is like, it's not that you're necessarily against a particular race, it's you're against everyone who's not you. Like everyone who's not your people. If they have factions that they're allied with that are external, then you cannot apply the xenophobic.
I'd have to check with Zim because I have no clue what they are actually allied with.
They're probably not. From what I remember of the Brotherhood, their whole thing is that they are the xenophobic group. They are human first and human purity. Very zealous. Honestly, I'd take a more of a grey approach to it personally. I would be happy to exist amongst synths, but I would also be wary about the general political attitude around synths and possibly the liberalness of their production.
Yeah, that makes sense. That is a reasonable stance.
Because it's like, cool, but I also still need to work and eat and make money so that I can survive. So what place is there for me in a world with synths can do everything I can do better? Way better. Sure, they might serve us, but then we've basically created slaves, and then that's kind of a whole ethical nightmare in itself. So
There's a long and large philosophical discussion that we have having about that whole thing.
And in the current world of AI, it's probably one people should be having more.
Probably. Good thing we have Fallout 4 here, basically boiling it down to which flavor of faction you want, I guess, when they're all not great. We have rampant xenophobia of the Brotherhood. whatever the Institute's doing, the railroad being, as far as I'm aware, very liberal with their trust. Yeah.
Just FYI, that wasn't me saying that I think current AI is sapient or near sapient. That's just me saying that we are kind of pushing in that direction and we're getting progress faster than we think.
Yeah, currently we're still just dealing with...
It's a race to it. It is literally the world is in a race to it.
Has anyone actually stopped to ask why we're doing that?
I mean, because whoever does it kind of wins.
It's an award?
No, wins, as
That's
in,
an
like,
award.
cool. So you control the global propaganda. You control the global market.
Oh, I thought it would
It
be like an
kind of
award.
gives you... No, it kind of gives you complete global control over the basically digital age.
Yeah, I think I would have rather it be like a medal of Nobel Prize or something.
I mean, it could receive scientific rewards. But that's not what I mean when I say we're in a global race to it. I mean, it's like an arms war. Hurry up and breed. I mean, that would be a very fun topic of conversation, Geemond. However, I think it would very quickly end in problems for Zim's stream.
I mean, we're trying to get them funding here. We're not trying to get them unfunded.
It's just a wow topic for the next topic for conversation. Hurry up and breed, Zim Timberborn. I mean,
Maybe roll that quote again. See if he
you
gets
know
up.
what? Timberborn's getting its new update coming out very, very shortly, and I myself am incredibly excited about that.
That's the Beaver Dam game, right?
Yes, it's
that's probably incredibly generalizing it, but that's all I know of that.
Well, you're not far off. You're basically on the money. It's the Beaver game where it's the city survival game where you control a city of beavers and you have to, like, hoard water because you're in a post-drought apocalypse that wiped out humanity. And there's all this, like, toxic wastelands, so you get these toxic weather periods that you have to, like, stockpile water to make sure you survive and divert it so that you don't get your drinking water polluted. There's a whole bunch of very interesting, fun stuff. But yeah, city survival game.
Zim might enjoy that. I saw him
He
holding a
loves
bunch
it.
of water out. I saw Zim holding a bunch of water out the bathroom earlier, so that's probably something I'd enjoy.
Zim plays Timberborn quite a lot.
I just want to stream sometime.
Yeah. Timberborn is great.
Does that sound like
You get
enough
to
of a
play-
plug? Do we need to make it sound more like a plug, or no?
Well, you see, I'm trying to think about what in that quote I can use as a topic for conversation. Now, the hurry up and breed
Okay.
being from Timberborn, I can talk about Timberborn.
I am back.
Welcome
back,
Sim.
Sim.
We haven't done anything that would be concerning for Twitch at all.
We very much actually haven't.
Whoa,
We were very
okay.
careful to not.
One thing that I am looking forward to with this move is getting away from this horrendous setup that we have for trying to get packages here.
Oh.
I ordered some stuff to help with the gout. You know, a proper pillow for elevating my leg, and this thing called uric acid detox.
Oh, yes.
This thing scares me because I don't, you know, it's not actually, It's one of those holistic options, but I can't afford to go to, you know, the, doctor to get the proper medication. So, I'm hoping that this will work.
It is quite helpful.
Well, I hope so. But, yeah, the pillow for the elevation thing got delivered to the wrong address. Because there's another building in this apartment complex that has basically the same address as mine. So half
you're
the
like
time things get...
Apartment A and they're in apartment B?
Not quite like that, but similar enough. I don't want to go too far doxing, you know, but... Basically, the street address is essentially the same.
Yeah.
It's like mine is plaza and theirs is place.
Ah. Yeah.
Or something like that. I forget the details on that. But either way, it's basically the same thing. Same building number, same street otherwise. It's just the end of it is different. Which is incredibly stupid. But that's what they did. And so half of our packages wind up getting delivered to the wrong place.
You did get them from the other people, though, right? They don't just hoard your packages.
No, we generally don't. I generally go through Amazon and I'm like, yeah, you guys delivered this to the wrong place. Give me a refund or ship it out again.
Fair enough.
Because, well, it's their drivers that aren't checking to make sure they're delivering to the right place. But unfortunately, this one I actually really need today. And the Good Samaritan at the other building already brought it inside. So now Rex is trying to get the office to let him into the other building to grab the package because it's like we could see it inside the window. And it's like, it's nice that the neighbor there brought it in for the neighbor in the building. Or so they thought, except it's not supposed to be in that building.
Only the Good Samaritan read the delivery label and noticed the number and the name and all that is it's a little wrong.
I mean, isn't it illegal to sign for someone else's mail?
It's not one of those... most mail is not signed for.
On the sound of it, it was like one of those things that gets dropped off in front of the door, they take a picture of it, and then they just leave.
Exactly. Yeah. And so somebody else apparently brought it in and they just left it in the main lobby of the other building.
In fairness, better than it getting yoinked by a porch pirate, releasing wherever it is.
Like, the person that did this is not in the blame, not at fault at all. They did a good thing.
Yeah, it's inconvenienced you slightly, but it's better than the alternative.
Yeah, it's mostly just that it's unfortunate that this is what happened.
But yes, I assume the uric acid stuff is the Epsom salts, yeah?
No.
No?
Absolutely, Shadowhunter. If it's safe for work, put it in art share. If it's not safe for work, then put it in adult art share. But yeah, you're absolutely welcome to share art. First off, I don't think Epsom salts are ingestible.
No, this is a foot bath. You soak your feet in Epsom salts, and it will help lower the uric acid in your blood, and it will help reduce inflammation on your gout.
I have done a lot of research and never seen that one.
Well, fair enough.
Because trust me, I have tried to find any solution I can. What it is it's kind of like extract from tart cherries, which are supposed to help. It also has apparently celery seed, which I haven't heard of before, as well as green coffee for some reason.
Yeah, so it's just going hardcore detox.
Yeah.
Surprised there's not cranberries in it, but you've got cherries, I guess.
Well, tart cherries in particular are supposed... Oh, no, it does have cranberry as well.
Oh, there we go.
Okay.
Yeah, I see what they're going for very clearly.
And that's supposed to work, then? That works?
It's not going to cure it, but it'll help reduce inflammation. Which is what I'm assuming you're going for, Zim.
Yeah, it's... So tart cherry juice, or tart cherries, sorry. Not necessarily just the juice, but tart cherries have had a lot of studies that have proven that a gout flare-up, if you have just like 3 or 4 of them a day, they reduce the severity of it by 50%, according to the studies.
That's better
yes.
than nothing.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. That's more what I was saying. It helps reduce the flare, but it doesn't actually like cure it or anything. But it does reduce the flare. For me, that's stuff like that, and also Epsom salts foot baths helped a bit. Also, they're just kind of nice and soothing, which kind of just... But you don't want them too hot if your flare-up's bad, because then that freaking hurts.
I'll be back again.
Okay.
Think we should plug the fundraiser while Zim's off doing stuff?
Don't know if I'd put it quite like that.
Well, to anyone watching, there's a fundraiser. You could put money into it. It'll probably help Zim out a lot. There's a raffle. There's other fun unlocks if it gets high enough. Information is somewhere. Yeah. If you got money, you can shake. There's a place that you can put money. I don't know how to do monetization. I don't stream.
Pet.
Insert money into the hole. Do it. Please.
Yes, info is on the news channel in Discord. Zim's moving soon and could really do with some help. And, you know, if we can meet his goal, he'll start taking a break. Oh my gosh, please.
Well, it's once a fortnight, but it is still a break.
It's still something he desperately needs. So, come on, guys, we can do it. Let the Marten sleep.
I'm glad at least one person thinks so. But yeah. What is it like? Rewards for like doing certain amounts of cash? I don't remember.
It's standard tip fundraising goals. As we hit certain goals, there was a bunch of little goodies and stuff that will be unlocked and given to the community as part of things like tabletops and art and including things like, yeah, again, getting Zim to take a day off once a fortnight. Yeah.
That's if we hit 4,000. So yeah.
Yes, and we're over halfway there, people. We can do it. Oh.
And I suppose I also should mention his crowd control on the stream too, if you want to mess with Zim at all. Or help them.
Yes, Zim is shooting for $3.99 and 99 cents, and then I will be donating the last cent if that happens, because no, he's taking a day off.
Well, no, it's not every bit; it's every dollar, every cent. I don't think Twitch bits are factored into the fundraiser.
Terrible joke.
It's me. One of my jokes not terrible. It's
my God.
me. That's my shtick. I don't do good jokes.
Ah.
But if I'm doing good jokes as an imposter.
Well, at least that's how we'll know if Epic ever gets actually taken over by an evil AI, is his jokes will start being funny. You know? Hugs. Ah, yes. Now is the art rifle. Waffle. Wherewith the secret weapon. I don't know why I suddenly have frickin' American Tail stuck in my head. Or playing in my head. Good movie.
Alright, I am back. Sorry about that.
Welcome back.
Yeah, he was not able to get it. Apparently the office worker was heading out and gave him a code that doesn't work. So we're gonna have to hope that it is able to be grabbed tomorrow.
We gave you a little plug for the fundraiser while you're gone. You might overheard, I don't know.
I did not overhear, but I was saying in the chat that you were doing a banger job, and I don't know if that was sarcastic or not. But thank you.
I will not comment one way or the other on how I
Kuroi's laugh told me all I needed to know.
It was a truly epic plug, and
I will let that pun slide.
It wasn't intentional, and then I realized it after I said it, and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna be dropped.
I was debating, like, do I need to bring that up as, like, my thing? Do any like?
Is that now is that that's our version of it got Brited? It was an epic event?
Yes. I am 100% on board with this. Alright, so I need to go report that this is done, and Dance just kind of fucked off afterwards. For reasons, I suppose.
Lancer Captain Kells is one of the finest officers I've ever...
See this as an absolute win.
Oh.
Yeah, we don't have Dance around anymore.
For the moment, at least.
Elder Maxon.
Outstanding work at Fort Strong, soldier.
What happens at Fort Strong now?
Paladin Dance is supervising the transfer of the Fat Man warheads to the Prydwen. They'll provide quite an edge to our arsenal. I've also ordered a detachment to occupy the location, and use it as a staging area to protect the eastern side of the airport. All in all, you handed us quite a valuable location.
It was an honor fighting for the Brotherhood.
I'm glad you feel that way.
That is an adorable
Because our
cat
mission
man.
here has only just begun. In order to bring the Institute to its knees, we need to use every weapon at our disposal. I try to supply my soldiers with the best. That's why I'm giving you these. Signal grenades can call a vertibird to your location when you need aerial transport. Simply throw one to the ground, and the vertibird will hone in on the unique electromagnetic smoke it emits. Once you're aboard, use the map on your Pip-Boy to interface with the pilot's navigation system, so he'll be able to take you wherever you need.
Do they come equipped with a minigun?
Okay. What was that?
Do you think they come equipped with a minigun?
I assume so.
Will the vertibird stay and help me fight?
I'm afraid I can't spare a fully armed gunship for this task. A standard transport will have to suffice. Of course, nothing stopping you from using the door gun while in flight.
Well, that answers my question.
Thank you, Elder. I'll make good use of them.
I expect that you will. Now, I'm sure you're aware that Fort Strong was simply the first step towards the liberation of the Commonwealth. An even greater task lies ahead. Our latest intelligence tells us you've infiltrated the Institute and liberated a valuable holotape from their facility. I'm quite disappointed you chose to build the signal interceptor without the Brotherhood Knight. However, you've secured passage to and from their facility, which was one of our primary goals. So, I'm willing to overlook your lapse in judgment, since you've unexpectedly accelerated our plans. I now have 2 missions for you to complete. First and foremost, I want you to bring that holotape to Proctor Ingram right away. There could be data vital to the success of our mission on that tape, so we can't afford to take any chances. The second part of your mission requires a bit of background to explain. About 10 years ago, the Brotherhood began recruiting civilian scientists from the capital wasteland to assist with various projects. During this process, we were able to obtain the services of Dr. Madison Lee, a noted mind in the field of nuclear engineering.
So, 2 things quickly. One, you didn't get paid for doing that, and the Brotherhood expects you to buy your own ammunition from them.
Uh-huh.
And secondly, did they really just say, "Hey, screw you for preemptively doing what we wanted you to do"?
With somebody else, yes.
I hate these people. I hate these people.
I do too. I don't think I'm gonna do any of his for the. I don't think I'm gonna do any missions for them now.
I think a lot of people don't tend to like the Brotherhood very much.
At least in this game.
would have been so easy just to push him off the edge of the railing. It'd be so easy. Just a few steps and a firm shove. That's all.
Yeah.
And that's how martyrs are made.
How did the Brotherhood meet
Yeah.
Dr. Lee?
She was part of a civilian project in the capital wasteland that the Brotherhood appropriated. It wasn't difficult to convince her to stay. That said, Dr. Lee's contributions to our cause were instrumental in maintaining order in the capital wasteland. After some time, she developed differences with the Brotherhood and exiled herself to the Commonwealth. We're fairly certain that her intent was to make contact with the Institute.
What sort of differences?
Although she was working with the Brotherhood of Steel, she never formally joined as a scribe. After the capital wasteland was secured, she objected to the Brotherhood's continued military presence there. I think she assumed we would just walk away from it all. She was wrong. Your mission is simple. Once you're inside the Institute, we want you to track down Dr. Lee's whereabouts. If you find out that she's still alive, make contact with her and convince her to return to the Brotherhood of Steel. There's a special project we're working on, and it needs her attention.
What's this project that needs her attention?
Dr. Lee previously worked on a potent weapon for the Brotherhood of Steel. We'd like her to continue where she left off. That's all I can tell you. Just keep your mind on the mission. And don't let anything they say sway you from your duty. Good luck, Knight.
So they had concerns about your military presence, and then you want them to make a gun for weapons for... Oh.
Engine turbine.
Yeah.
Percent efficiency.
Balunet Alpha at 93%. Compensating.
Yeah, I'm sure these guys would at all turn tyrannical, considering how much of a stockpile of weapons they're making. Totally. Oh god, please.
Please turn tyrannical.
No, please do that.
I mean, will they even let you?
Well, that was easy.
The gun was silenced, no one else was around. Oh. Never mind.
Okay. I'm not actually keeping this anyways, but I wanted the satisfaction. I decided to kill the elder because he was annoying me and an asshole and xenophobic and all this.
I wonder if it would have been easier to like pocket a grenade into the pack, you know? That would have been a good way of doing it.
I'm not. I saved beforehand. I just wanted the satisfaction of doing it at least once.
You failed so many quests.
Yes, I
It's
did.
so worth it. So worth it.
But that's it for Fallout 4 today. I just wanted to do that real quick. Thank everybody for joining us so far on the stream today. That was Fallout 4. Check out our website, zgfgaming.com. We've got links for our Discord, Telegram, Mastodon, Blue Sky, Patreon, and more. They're on the website as well as down in the description below through our link tree. Thank you to my patrons, tippers, and subscribers. It is your support that keeps this channel alive and going. I cannot do this without your guys' help and your support, so thank you. Consider becoming a patron over at patreon.com/zgfgaming. It's one of the best ways to support the channel, though you can also do so by sharing the stream around, grabbing packs of cards or stream loots, using our Humble Bundle partner link, or just coming by and hanging out. But for now, thank you so much for joining, everybody, and I bid you all the most fondest adieu.
Come on.
Goodbye.